Hello, beautiful person. Greetings from dark, icy Winnipeg. It's all good. Shavua Tov. It's the end of Shabbat, and here I'm back online, and I'm happy to be here with you. It's also Hanukkah. I wanted to show you my sweater. Once a year, I pull this sweater out of the closet and I wear it. So my name is Hadassah Vitar. I'm a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help beautiful people like you choose life. And what do I mean by that? My mother passed away at the age of 69 from complications of diabetes, and she never got to see my kids grow up. So it wasn't because she didn't know how to take care of herself, because of course she did. We all know how to take care of ourselves. She just had other priorities until it was too late. So I don't want that to happen to me, and I don't want that to happen to you. And that is why I am here every day, except 6, talking about various things. And one of the things I've been talking about is this book, Time, Money, Freedom by Ray and Jessica Higdon. And today I am on rule number 5, build your mindset. So if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that mindset is very near and dear to my heart. I am a life coach after all. Carol Dweck is one of my heroes. She was the person who coined the term mindset, and that is what we all work with. So this book is really mostly about mindset, but this chapter, rule number 5, build your mindset. So they describe mindset as the very way you think about and approach the world. So everything really is mindset. Strategy is this much, and mindset is this, can't see my other hand, this much in terms of growing your life and your success. It's really, really important. So this is one of the most important rules, which is about your mindset. And I'm going to talk about, when Jess first started building her business, she really wanted to be liked. And, we all want to be liked, but, it can get to the point where it will really, you're so worried that your friends and family won't approve of what you want that it can be really paralyzing. And then she realized that she actually didn't want their lives. This kind of happened to Ray as well when he was working for an insurance company and making a lot of money, but he looked around and he realized he didn't want to be his bosses. As I said with Marie Forleo, so I'm reading her book as well. I'll be talking about that probably next week when I finish with this one. And she talks about how she didn't want her boss's job. So you know that if you don't want your boss's job, you're in the wrong career. So once you realize that you don't actually want the kind of lives of the people whose approval you are seeking, then you have to ask yourself, why do you care what they think? I had this conversation with my kids recently, and it was like they're talking about societal pressure to look a certain way and so on. And to be fair, one of them's a teenager, the other one's only a couple of years out of being a teenager, and societal pressure is really important. But I mean, who cares? I mean, I don't usually swear on these broadcasts, but yeah, this is really the only appropriate word for it. The older I get, the fewer fucks I have to give about what people think. So there you go. Hopefully that didn't lose me a whole bunch of watchers. But you know what? If one Anglo-Saxon term is going to make you cut and run, then you know what? It's fine. You're probably not my people anyway. Anyway, so step 1 is step outside the cage of approval. That's exactly what we're talking about. Don't care. You don't need their approval. You will survive without their approval. Now, this is really primal because once upon a time, if you got kicked out of the tribe, that was a guaranteed death sentence. But nowadays, you can just find another tribe. Hello. We no longer live in a place where if you're not in the tribe, you are dead meat. The tigers all around our tribe are paper tigers, and we can find a new tribe. So, step 2, practice not being liked. You know what? It's okay if people don't like you. It's okay if people don't like me. If you don't like me, that's okay. I still like you. Or maybe I don't, if I don't know you. But the fact remains is that it's totally okay for people to not like you. And you know what? You won't die if there are people in the world who don't like you. And if you've grown up as a people pleaser, that can be really hard to accept. but it's really, really, really important. They actually say practice that. Okay, and then they talk about get comfortable with rejection. And, an action item. I love the action items. Who in your life are you scared won't like you or will judge you for trying something new? Write down their names. And then later they talk about how to stop caring about these people's approval. But here's the thing about rejection. They don't mention him in this book, but I really recommend you look up Zhang on YouTube. He also has a book out. It's called Rejection Proof. If you can't, I don't remember how to spell this name, but I think it's Jiajing. That would be easy, but I don't know if that's how it is. But Zhang is the guy who became famous by going to Krispy Kreme and asking them to make him donuts in the shape of the Olympic rings, and they actually did. And, he basically was going to go 30 days of having people say no to him all the time. Great video, great book, great guy. So I recommend you look into Zhang. So they don't mention Zhang, but that's okay. They have some good stuff here. Then they talk about be your own boss and your own employee. Okay, so when you're the boss, you have to do things you don't want to. And when you're the employee, you have to recruit yourself every day, because think about it. Are you the kind of employee that you would want to employ? Would you employ yourself? That's an interesting thought. Then they talk about determining how much money you want to make and what kind of work is going to be required. Like if you want to make $100,000 a year, then if you work 40 hours a week for 52 weeks at $50 an hour, that's roughly $100,000. So are you putting in that kind of work? If not, you don't deserve that kind of money. So it's something to think about. And then step 5, create new opportunities. And it's really important because people just ignore opportunities because they think they don't deserve them. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. So this book is called Time, Money, Freedom by Ray and Jessica Higdon. If you're local to me, you can order it from McNally's and pick it up curbside. You can get it everywhere. So I really recommend this book. I'm really enjoying reading it and sharing it with you. And in these stressful times, it's really important to think of things that are going to help us feel less stressed, because it's really not healthy to be stressed all the time. And it's a stressful time here in Manitoba and in the world. Even though the vaccine is just starting to come, it's going to be a long time before, people can really start to feel safe and do things that they did before. So I have made a PDF with 13, count them, 13 of my favorite stress relievers. And if you want it, just drop me a message. I will be thrilled to send it to you. So you have a great evening. Remember, I love you. Shavua Tov. Chag Chanukah Sameach. Everyone, have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.